Dak Prescott and the Cowboys will be on the road against the Rams in just 2 days. Dak is coming off his first career playoff win after beating the Seahawks, and in that game, he had a touchdown run, a touchdown pass, and ran for a key first down late in the game. Cowboys legend Troy Aikman gave Dak high praise this week, saying it's his first postseason win of many. We're joined by FS1 NFL analyst D'Angelo Hall. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, D'Angelo, when you look at Dak, maybe we're going to predict the future a little bit, but can you see him winning a Super Bowl?
I can. I can. And Skip calls me a Dallas hater. I'm not a Dallas hater.
You got it in your blood. You can't help it.
I can, though, because if Dak continues, like I said, to learn this quarterback position and grow into it and uses what God blessed him with, which is his legs as well. You know, you see a guy like Cam Newton, who's probably not the most accurate passer, but because he can make those plays with his feet. I think you had a point where Dak scored 18 rushing touchdowns so far since he's been in the league.
60 year for 3 years.
Yeah, and so like that's added value to the position that a lot of guys don't bring to the table. You see Russell Wilson do it. Like I said, not Dak, but Cam was able to play in a Super Bowl. Obviously, that Denver defense was a little bit too much for him. But I mean, I can totally see Dak in this roster. This Dallas Cowboy roster is a really good team. You know, they have weapons. They're missing probably the one piece that I think they need to go out and get in this draft. Should be a tight end. A tight end that can be a safety valve, a guy that that's not a project. You know, Gathers, who they went and got, he was a project. I didn't think he was quite ready to step into the role of Jason Witten.
I don't know. He was out there on Saturday night.
And
so, the game. I don't know.
To me, this is a really good team.
80 was in the game.
Really good young defense. You know, and I think Dak can ultimately lead this Dallas Cowboy team to a Super Bowl. But I don't see that happening this year. And I don't see it happening probably in the next year or two. But down the road, I can see Dak absolutely with a Super Bowl.
So maybe someday when he's in a rocking chair, luck into it. He's a liability.
I can see it too. Let me get my telescope. Cause I gotta look way down here.
About 3 years.
I'm looking down the road about 6, 7 years from now.
5, 7 years. Yeah.
You know what, Skip? I know you say I'm a hater.
Well, you are, but it's okay.
Okay, a little bit sometimes. It could happen. Could.
Yeah, and pigs could fly somewhere.
No, but let me tell you what. It could happen. But he won't be the reason why it happened.
Discount, devalue,
it'll be Zeke,
Zeke.
And this defense, as long as he doesn't get in the way.
If it's 7 years from now, I don't think Zeke's going to last.
No. But the thing is, can he carry? I think what Troy is saying, winning a Super Bowl, there have been a lot of quarterbacks that's won Super Bowls. But were they the reason why they won? He has 50, he's played 50 games when you count 3 years, 16 regular season, 2 playoffs. He has 6 300-yard passing games. Now, I wonder how many 100-yard rush games Zeke had. Now, Jenny said when he gets, 20 carries? They're like 7 and 1. 8.
Wait, when Dak throws for 300+ in regular season games, they're 5-0. So it's the same. 6 to 1, half dozen the other. Yeah. Yes.
That's happened so few. I mean, what is 6 into 50? That's not a good ratio, Skip Bayless. They're the greatest chance. Look. They play unbelievable defense. They have a young, talented, physical, fast D that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Now, Ezekiel Elliott, if they can keep him on the straight and narrow, and it seems to be that, okay, he's learned his lesson. I'm not going to put myself in harm's way anymore. I don't think Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones rest any easier, but it looks to be he's on the straight and narrow. I'm going to say, you know what, Skip Bayless? I ain't going to be like D. Hall and say like 7, 8 years from now.
I ain't say 7, 8. I said about 3.
I say 4.
4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
2023.
Maybe when he's in his 30s.
See,
maybe
he'll
luck into it.
How old is Dak right now? 25, 24?
I think he's just 25. Wasn't he?
Okay, 29, Skip.
4 years.
29.
I'll check.
Check on that.
25. That's right.
Okay, well, 29, Skip. When he's 29, that's good.
See, this is my thing, though, Shannon. You're going to stats. And come on, you shouldn't be a stat guy. At the end of the day, Dak can win football games. And so, he might not ever be throwing for 350 yards a game. But I know, like I said, I played against this kid. If he can continue to develop as a quarterback, throwing the ball, using his legs, having Zeke,
Zeke go for 170.
Having that young, talented defense, like you said, this roster is built to winners. They can win a championship in the next 3 years.
So, this topic annoys me, it frustrates me, and ultimately it angers me because Dak Prescott has become the most unfairly picked apart, criticized quarterback in the history of the NFL, given how much he's accomplished in just 3 years in the league.
Okay.
And I'm not taking a shot at the show before us, but this just was part and parcel of everything I despise. They're doing the topic about Dak on First Things First as leading into our show. Right. And I see the topic bar. I just glance at the monitor and I see the topic bar that says, has Dak proven he's the right guy to lead the Cowboys going forward? As if there's a question about, maybe, maybe not. What?
Yeah.
What? Dak, he proved it as a rookie. He's the right guy. Let me just start with this. So for the first 3 years Dak has been in the league, no quarterback in the history of this league has had a higher completion percentage than Dak has over his first 3 years. 61.1%. Nobody, name all of them, all the greatest quarterbacks ever, in their first 3 years, they didn't complete as high a percentage of passes as Dak did. No quarterback over the last 3 years in the current NFL has had more game-winning drives in the fourth quarter and overtime over the last 3 years than Dak Prescott has had. Yet he can't throw, he's inaccurate, he's a liability, he has a low ceiling. How do you justify those two numbers I just gave you with what all the criticism is? It doesn't go together.
Because it's how it happens.
Okay, so
in those fourth quarter comebacks, is he handing the ball off? Like, you have to watch the course of how the game's being played. Like, it's passes that Dak misses that a high school quarterback
so let's go back to that rookie year that you referred to, because you played against him twice.
Dak that people question.
You seize upon one throw. He throws one ball in the dirt, and you say, see? Because you're both dug in your mind that he really is a liability.
No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not. That's just one throw. Okay.
So you brought it up yesterday. You played against him twice. He had the greatest rookie year any quarterback has ever played. And I'll give you, he had a really great offensive line, and he had a rookie running back behind him who is really gifted. And he had some semblance of what was left of Des Bryant at that point. So he had somebody. It's some Jason Witten, but he couldn't run after catch. You said you could outrun him, right? Okay. Well, just for the record. So I jumped in yesterday. As soon as you brought that up, I said, he beat you twice. And I couldn't remember exactly how he beat you, so I looked it up. So at your place, it's game number 2 of the year.
Yeah, game 2.
They just lost to the Giants at home. So Dak's playing his second NFL football game. He's thrown into the fire in place of Tony Romo as the starter for America's team against the arch-rival Redskins at your place. And Kirk Cousins did what he did so often. He threw it to Barry Church in the end zone. You could have had 30-20 if that's a touchdown pass. But nope, you gave the ball back to the rookie 4th-round pick from Mississippi State. And he takes it 1st and 10 at his 20. And on first down, he hands it on a little sweep to Zeke. And maybe you came up with rifle force. Somebody threw him for a 4-yard loss. So all of a sudden, it's 2nd and 14. This is a rookie quarterback. And what does he do? He goes 21 yards to Des Bryant, first down. I don't know if you remember the play.
I don't. And I don't mean to cut you off, but check this out, Skip. Do you think he played better as a rookie than he's played in parts of the season this year? Or even last year?
No, I just see growth.
I just see growth. I don't see the growth that I would have thought.
So then in that same drive, this is another game-winning drive. It finally gets down to 3rd and 11 at year 24, and he hits Cole Beasley for 12 yards. Well, that's big time. You know, that means that kid can play. Yeah. And they go in and score. It was Alfred Morris in place of Zeke, because Zeke was fumbling that day, remember?
Yep. So Zeke fumbled twice.
They won the game. And then on Thanksgiving Day, Kirk Cousins did what he always does. He throws for 449. But guess what? Dak only threw for 195, but his QBR was way better than Kirk Cousins. He had a 97 on a scale of 0 to 100 because all 4 times in the red zone, he cashed. Touchdown, 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 touchdown. And they beat you 26-24 on the biggest stage on Thanksgiving in sports, right? Yeah. So then we look at Aaron Rodgers. He's played Aaron Rodgers head-to-head 3 times. Dak is 9 touchdowns to 3 interceptions against Aaron. Aaron is 6 touchdowns to 2 interceptions. Because I'll give the edge to the kid on that one. QBR, 80 average. 80 for Dak in those 3 games, 62 average for Aaron Rodgers. Well, that means he outplayed him all 3 times, but you won't give him any credit. Okay, he lost the games. But again, he can't do more than he can do against Aaron Rodgers. The stats scream he outplayed him all 3 times.
We don't do stats.
Okay, Jared Goff came to Jerry World last year. He's the hot young quarterback who beat the brakes in the second half. But Dak was really good in that game.
In the first half.
His QBR was 81 for the whole game. Jared Goff's was 46 for the game. 81 to 46. He outplayed Jared Goff.
Dak had a 24-6 lead at one point.
Yeah.
And the reason why he has more fourth quarter and overtime come from behind is why they in that situation?
Okay, how can a quarterback who can't throw, who's inaccurate, how can he throw for 455 against the defending Super Bowl champ Eagles? That's 243 in the fourth quarter and overtime. That's hard to do.
Oh, the first three quarters, what do you do?
If you're inaccurate, you can't do that.
What about the first
Who
three?
won the game?
Oh, so now we care about wins.
Well, who won it in overtime with the game-winning drive? That's what he does.
Now we like Dubs.
18 rush touchdowns. The body of work is spectacularly better than what you say
I
it
think
is.
the Cowboys should
and
draft
you guys
Kyler
are saying,
Murray.
well, maybe he could figure this out in 3 or 4 years. He's already figured it out.
They thought Blake
He's a
Bortles
Super Bowl winning.
Well,
we will see Saturday if he's figured it
Hold
out.
on, did Jacksonville say Blake
box
Bortles
will
had
be
figured it out?
stacked, and he's going to have
Okay.
to throw the ball to win this football
You think
game.
so?
And I give him a chance.
I think they can
I
run the
give
ball
Dallas
and win
a
this
chance.
game, too.
I don't
Blake
know.
Bortles beat Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. We talked about Dak's age earlier. Since he's 25, he was born in 93, so he was 2 when they won that Super Bowl. And Dallas last one. So.
That's ancient history.
Could he take them a step closer?
Ancient history.
We'll see what he does on Saturday.
Never know. Boy, if that happened, would somebody even come to work? I don't know.
I doubt
would
it.
somebody just say,
I
I'm
doubt it.
retired? I don't know.
We got dew on it, though.
Oh, we got dew on it. I'm swimming in dew.
I hope you do come to work, though.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be quite the same.
No. You
We would try.
Okay, see how you brag, you float. Well, why you gotta tell everybody that you won, LeBron? Why you gotta tell everybody?
Yeah.
And all you do is come out here. I got 27 cases of dew.
Well, I
I'm
do.
swimming
I
in
do.
dew.
You're not gonna let
I
it
got
go.
a swimming
I got
pool of
a
dew.
Bel Air swimming pool of dew.
Hey, at some
I
point,
do.
you got to cash him out, Shay Sharp. You got to cash
I
him
done paid him off.
He did.
Oh,
let
okay,
him,
the 27
I let him
cases?
consolidate his loans.
It's hard.
I believe
D'Angelo,
you.
thanks for being
Give
here.
him 15.
You're going to come back later in the show. How about what we saw from the Greek Freak? Did he take the MVP lead last night? We'll discuss.